Hello, and welcome to my channel, Vinocious. I would like to welcome all of you to this new channel that I've started just a couple of days back. And the whole objective that I wanted to start this is to share my views, my opinions, my perspective that I have on what are the things that are happening around the world, right? And please note that this is going to be purely focusing, or you can say the perspective is going to be more on from a Judeo-Christian foundation. Okay, so my perspectives, all these views that I'm going to share is from a Judeo-Christian background. So see, everyone has their own opinions. I respect that. You will have a different viewpoint. I have mine. But the whole idea of this channel is to reach out to people, to share with people who also have my kind of same kind of like-minded thoughts. And I just hope that this channel can reach out, can reflect, and can relate to people who also share my views, right? And I really want all of your support for this. And just recently, I just started this just a couple of days back. I was just wondering, how do I start this? There are so many topics out there that's happening out there. But before I just jump into talking about a topic, I just felt that I should dedicate this channel by starting with a song. And I was just scratching my head. I was thinking which was the best way to do, and boom, it just came to my mind that I should just start with Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd. And what better way to start with it? And furthermore, to spice it up, what I did is I just thought, okay, I'm going to do it with a Hebrew song. Well, I'm not really good in Hebrew, but I just felt inspired by one of my favorite Israeli singer called Gad Albaez. Oh, he's an amazing singer. I listened to some of his songs, and I love the lyrics that he brings out in those songs. And there is one song that he had sung, which is called Mismorla David. This is Psalms 23, a Psalms from David. The Lord is my shepherd. And if you can just go back and see one of the first video, you can see that. And I just thought I should dedicate it to the Almighty, and what better way to start with Psalms 23, right? So I'm sure many of you, many Jews and Christians can relate to Psalms 23. It is something very dear to our heart, and many times when we just sing or pray or just read Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd, when we go through a lot of challenges, a lot of problems, or something that we want to start, something we want to do, or we are in the middle of some big problems, I just feel that Psalms 23 really relates to many Jewish people and many Christians around the world. And I really want to thank you all for supporting by listening to that song. If many of you who haven't listened to it, listen. This is a very new channel, so I'm not saying that many hundreds and thousands of people have listened to it. Just a handful of friends I shared with, and they loved it. They said that, look, we totally support your channel, and we want more people like you. And I just felt, okay, this is a good encouragement. And well, this is here. This is me over here, and starting this channel called Vinocious. And I just hope that I will get all the necessary help and support from all of you. Well, so let's just dive into today's topic. I don't know how many of you have noticed this recent. It has been in the news. Let me see. I'll just share the news report as well along with this, so you can see in the screen what I'm talking about. So basically, I don't know how many of you heard this. This happened just. This was on the 27th. So this is like today or yesterday for many of you. This happened on the 27th. This happened in Abu Dhabi International Airport. So there was this British journalist. I don't know how many of you heard about this journalist being stopped at the Abu Dhabi airport. So she was stopped by the immigration. Now, usually we all have travel, right, in to international travel and all that. So normally they'll just have a one quick check through everything and all that, right? And then only if there is some kind of suspicion and all that, then they take you aside and then they make it they have to go through more of a scrutiny with you. But journalists, especially British journalists, Western journalists don't get stopped, right? But she got stopped. Now this journalist, her name is Leila Hamed. I don't know how many of you have heard about her. So she is a UK-based sports journalist. So she got stopped over at, it was during a stopover that she had in Abu Dhabi. She was traveling, I believe she was traveling across to South Korea, Japan, and all that. And she had a stopover at Abu Dhabi. And at the airport, she got stopped. And the whole reason was that this is going to sound very weird, very funny as well. She was wearing a t-shirt with the words called Palestine. She was wearing actually a Palestinian soccer t-shirt. Well, soccer in the US, but we all say football over here, right? So she was wearing this football t-shirt, and she normally wears this whenever she travels abroad. Whenever she travels, she wears this. And of all the places she went to Japan, she never got stopped. She went to South Korea, never got stopped. No issues at all. But when she had a stopover at Abu Dhabi Airport, she had this problem. So the immigration was saying that, look, we do not want you to be displaying this name. And I just felt like, wow, this is really a big change. I believe this is because of the Abrahamic Accord that was signed during the Trump administration. And countries like UAE, Bahrain all wanted to, I believe Jordan as well. They all want to normalize relationship with. They want to normalize the relations with Israel, and UAE being part of that Abrahamic Accord, they had this condition. I believe this is a condition that they had. That as I believe this is part of a condition with the Israelis that they will not occupy or take over control of the West Bank. Some kind of deal was there, and part of that deal was that anything related to Palestine and all that will not be publicized and all that. There is another interesting interesting thing that happened actually. This was, I think, at one of the NYU Abu Dhabi campus. There was a public protest. Not a public protest. The student, the graduating student. What happened was that during the graduation, the student was wearing that Palestinian keffiyeh, right, and then just shouted "Free Palestine" during the graduation, and that student got deported. That is very interesting that has happened. And now just on the 27th, this journalist Leila Hamed got stopped at the immigration because of showcasing the Palestinian t-shirt. Yes, you heard that right. If you are following X, you can see her post over there, making a big issue out of it. She got a shock of her life. So the condition that the immigration said was that you should either take this off, all right, or you have to cover it up with something else. And she ended up wearing kind of a sweater or a jacket over it and covering up. That I found that very hilarious, and I just find it very interesting that UAE is going on the right path now. It's a new change that is happening. I grew up in UAE. I did my schooling in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and I remember during my school days, I used to. I believe a lot of Indian students, a lot of Indian diaspora over there can relate to it, right? That we used to have a lot of problems from the Palestinian students. Palestinian kids used to always fight with Indian kids. They used to call us shaitan, kafir. These were a lot of hurting words were hurled at us during those time. I remember we used to fight with them. We didn't have any other issue with anyone else, but Palestinians, wow, it was like, I'm sure many Indians who lived in the Middle East can relate with this. So I just feel that during those days, I used to think like, why are we tolerating these crazy people? They're very violent and all that. Why are we, the Emiratis, in people in UAE, tolerating them? And now when I see this after all these years, I see this in the news that a journalist getting stopped for advertising the name of Palestine gets stopped, has to take it off or has to cover it up. This is a huge victory for the free world, I would say. See, we all live with the kind of democratic values that we have, a free mind, and I believe that we should all stand up and share our voice. I raise our voice against such kind of thoughtless people, thoughtless ideologies, because Israel is in the forefront, is in the front line fighting against jihadi groups. We might be all relaxing in our homes, maybe in the US, in India, in wherever you are. We all are in the comfort of our home. But always remember that Israel is in the front line fighting these jihadi groups. Whether it's Hamas or whether it is Hezbollah, it doesn't matter. They're all from the same cloth. Remember that. Hamas might be Sunni, Hezbollah might be Shia, it doesn't matter, but they are all from the same cloth of political Islam. They want to create havoc and create problems for the non-believers. They will always have that core, that will be there in their core. And I just want every one of us to support Israel. Now, many of you will say, why support Israel? What's the big deal? How are they on the front line? Listen, this one I say specifically to people in India. So see, by the way, I'm from India, okay? And I just want to reach out to my Indian friends as well, people in India. You have to understand that Israel might be far away from us. But if Israel doesn't fight these groups like Hamas, now Hamas is an organization which claims to be speaking or fighting for the Palestinian cause, but their core value is to wipe out Israel. Now, let's take the worst case scenario. Let's say that, okay, I don't care about Israel. I don't care what happens. Israel gets wiped out. Let's say, worst case scenario I'm talking about. Worst case scenario, it happens. You know what Hamas is going to do next? Hamas is going to come up for India. Why do I say that? Now, I'm not being an alarmist about it. But why I'm saying that they will come for India is because Hamas and all these Pakistani, the jihadi groups, I'm sure many of you know LAT, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, all these organizations, they are all aligned with Hamas. I mean, if you can remember, I'll see whether I have this news clip, news report. Let me see if I have it here. So if you can see the Hamas and these Pakistani terrorist groups, Lashkar-e-Toiba, they had a meeting in Doha. So why are they meeting? Because they share equal values. They share the same ideology of hatred. And this was a few years back. I remember watching in the news channel where some Hamas representatives were sharing the stage with these Pakistani groups, the Lashkar-e-Toiba group, on a stage, and they were sharing a dais and a function. So when you see all this, you have to connect the dots. All these groups are connected. So if Hamas is not stopped now, they'll come for us. They'll come for India. They'll come into Kashmir. They will come to Pakistan. Through Pakistan, they'll come in and they'll try to sneak into Kashmir and create havoc for us. And this is why I said that all like-minded people, all like-minded nations, the free world, the democratic world, have to stand up against this evil of political Islam, right? And this is why I just felt that I should not keep quiet. I just felt that this is the best way for me to reach out to people, share my views, and I want you also to share your comments, your opinions. Please feel free to share. Whether you are against what I say or whether you are supporting, it doesn't matter. Please feel free to share your views. What do you think? What do you think of this news that has happened, that I've just shared now, about UAE stopping a journalist from displaying any kind of wordings with the word Palestine? The student being deported for saying free Palestine. Of course, you can say that, oh, it's free speech. Fine. But that doesn't mean that you have to promote hate speech, right? So when you say free Palestine, and their chant of saying from the river to the sea means it's a total wipeout of Israel. They wipe out Israel. That's the first wall of defense. Then who are they coming after? They're going to come after us. They're going to come through Pakistan. You think Pakistan is going to just keep going to stop them or something like that? No. Pakistan is always the whole point of Pakistan is kill India. That's it. That's always in their mind. So I just wanted to share this, and I'm just happy that this change is happening, and we should all see this good change in the positive light. And I hope that more nations will join. And I'm very hopeful that if Trump is going to win the election, this is going to be huge change in the geopolitical scenario, right? The whole world is going to be a big shift. You can see that across many countries now in Europe and all that, all going into the right wing. It's because of this too much of hatred that is being spread, that you can see in the Western campuses, which is very shocking. And I just believe that we should all unite together, raise our voice. We have to say what is wrong. It is wrong. We have to say what is wrong. Whatever is wrong, we have to say that. And we have to say here that Hamas is wrong. The whole point of saying free Palestine from the river to the sea is totally unacceptable. And we will stand with Israel no matter what. And I believe that we all should work together, support Israel in whatever way we can. Share videos, share your views, talk to people. We don't need to argue, but we can talk. We can have a dialogue. We can make other people understand, especially people on the left who are totally brainwashed into thinking that, who cares about Israel? They are Zionists, occupiers, blah, blah, blah. The typical line, right? So, but it makes no sense. What has the left got to do anything with jihadi groups? Because the left ideology and the jihadi ideology has nothing in common, right? So I just feel that we should all come together, and the whole objective of this channel is to share my views. I want to be a voice out there, and please join me in sharing your voice as well. And this is not a call for violence or hatred or anything like that, but we have to build up the wall, defend our Judeo-Christian values, which is very important in today's world. And look, it's not just about Judeo-Christian values. India also has the core values and cultural values, and even India is all about accepting many people, many cultures. And I believe that we should all stand together. If we do not stand together, then in the future, we're going to have a lot of problems. So let us put the checks and controls now. And for that, the whole reason for me to start this channel is to reach out to all of you. I want like-minded people also to come together. Let us join hands and let us support Israel, and let us support nations like UAE, Bahrain, all those nations who are coming together and saying that let's have good relations with Israel. Let's work with them. And this way we can beat hatred with love and with a clear sense of thinking. Okay? So thank you so much for taking some time to listen to my video. Please excuse my some thoughts that I've said, anything if it doesn't seem to relate, or if you feel that I need to improve much more better, please feel free to share your opinions. And I just hope that I'm relating to all of you with this topic, and I'll be posting more videos on various topics. I'll try to do it on a daily basis if possible, and I really want all of your support. Just like, just the typical words that you hear, right? Just like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Just subscribe to my channel, like and share it with your friends, comment as much as you can. I want to hear your opinions, and I want all kind of opinions. Like I said in the beginning, all those who are also against, all who are also for, please feel free to share, and that will give me more interest and more of a fuel for me to march forward. All right. Of course, and it will also help me in correcting myself. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to listen, and I just hope that you're all having a wonderful day. And one last thing, Nasrallah got knocked off, right? So the whole Hezbollah corporate ladder has been wiped off. It's a fantastic day. All those who are just listening to that news, be happy that things are good things are happening, and let's hope for the best in the future, that Israel will be keeping on fighting, and we'll provide that support, and we all work together for a better world, right? All right. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice day. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much. God bless you all.